Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Welcome back. First on the local scene, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, delivered an impactful address on Tuesday, 29 July 2025 at the 4th Africa Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum, Active 2025, calling on leaders and citizens alike to reimagine the Atlantic not as a divide, but as a bridge of opportunity. Prime Minister Drew emphasized the importance of strengthening ties between Africa and the Caribbean to achieve shared progress and prosperity. Dr. Drew stressed that the Africa and the Caribbean must no longer remain on the periphery of global development, but must boldly step into leadership roles in shaping a fairer, more inclusive world. The Prime Minister underscored the progress already being made, referencing successful academic exchanges, cultural fusion, and trade missions between Africa and the Caribbean. He urged that travel between the two regions be made as seamless as travel to Europe, free from visa hurdles and complex routes. As Active 2025 convenes global stakeholders, Dr. Drew issued a call to action to transform ideas and deliverables and strengthen the ties that unite Africa and the Caribbean. The government of St. Christopher and Nevis today confirms that the travel per diem policy for government ministers, permanent secretaries, and other public officers remains unchanged since its establishment in 2008, Ministry of Finance Circular Number 09/2008. This clarification addresses persistent false claims circulating in the public domain. The 2008 policy continues to govern all official travel expenditures. Ministers of government receive a fixed allowance of EC $100 per day within the OECS and US $100, that is EC $270 per day outside of the OECS region. Permanent secretaries and ambassadors receive $350 per day for CARICOM travel and $425 EC per day for non-CARICOM travel. Other civil servants receive $300 per day CARICOM and $350 per day non-CARICOM. The policy further stipulates reduced rates for travel exceeding 14 days and prohibits per diems for fully sponsored trips. The government notes with concern repeated allegations, including the categorically false claim that ministers receive US $1,000 daily, which misrepresents public expenditure. Such misinformation erodes trust and distorts factual discourse. The public is urged to verify information through official channels, for example, St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service, SKNIS, the Ministry of Finance, Attorney General's Chambers, or the Information Commissioner. The St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Committee is pleased to announce the appointment of Desi Brown as the Director of Production for Sugar Mass 54, effective 1st August 2025 to December 31st, 2025. In this vital role, Ms. Brown will oversee the production of all National Carnival stage events, including the Miss Teen and Queen pageants, Soca and Calypso Junior and Senior Monarchs, and the Panorama, ensuring their seamless execution and maintaining the high standards that have become synonymous with Sugar Mass. With an extensive background in event management and production, Desi brings a wealth of experience to this position and has been integrally involved in the production of National Carnival events over the past several years. Her leadership will be instrumental in guaranteeing the smooth flow of national events, creating memorable experiences for attendees, participants, and performers alike, and elevating the overall quality of Sugar Mass 54. We take a break. When we come back, regional and international news follows.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
On the regional scene, cholera is once again haunting Haiti's most vulnerable as the disease spreads in displacement sites where families lack access to safe water and sanitation. The outbreak adds pressure to an already overwhelmed public health system strained by the country's ongoing political, security, and economic turmoil. According to the UN World Health Organization, WHO, 34 new suspected cholera cases were reported between July 13 and 19 across 6 of Haiti's 10 departments. Most of these infections were recorded in camps and settlements where thousands have sought refuge from escalating gang violence, especially in the capital, Port-au-Prince. On the international scene, the Trump administration is set to destroy $9.7 million worth of U.S.-purchased contraceptives rather than deliver them to women overseas following the dismantling of foreign assistance programs carried out by the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID. The preliminary decision to destroy the USAID-procured birth control was confirmed by a State Department spokesperson who said the cost of incinerating them would be $167,000. The contraceptives have been housed in a warehouse in Belgium. The Belgium Foreign Ministry said it was engaged in diplomatic talks with the U.S. Embassy to work to find alternative solutions for the supplies. Asked about whether the contraceptives will definitely be destroyed, State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce said on Tuesday that it is a situation that changes each day. And now for a look at the weather. Winds are a gentle breeze of 12 miles per hour from the east. Seas are 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. Present weather across St. Kitts and Nevis today will be partly sunny with brief cloudy spells and a 60% or a moderate chance of brief passing showers. Tonight will be partly cloudy to cloudy with a 70% or a high chance of overnight showers. Sunset this evening will be at around 6:44 and sunrise tomorrow is set to be at about 5:50. That brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. Grace be to you and peace be multiplied.